Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. By Lao Tzu. A very pleasant morning and a hearty welcome to one and all gathered here. I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all presented here for our Department Association Historica 2020. Education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. Now, the person who has consumed herself to change the society and light the darkness in the life of our students are head of the Department of History, Tourism and Travel Management, Dr. T. Kausalya Kumari, is requested to address the gathering.
Pleasant morning to everyone. On the behalf of the Department of History, Tourism and Travel Management, I am extremely privileged to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Nawabzada Muhammad Asif Ali, Diwan to Prince of Orchard, Founder Trustee of Orchard Foundation. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our former chairman, Thiru V.M. Muralidharan, to Historica 2020. On this special occasion, I thank our chairperson, Chandrika Devi Tanikachalam, to organize virtual event, Historica 2020, and welcome her to the Historica 2020. It is my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to our beloved principal, Dr. S. Kodai, Ethiraj College for Women, who is our source of driving force and pillar of support. I wish to extend a warm welcome to our Vice Principal, Dr. D.B. Usharani, Ethiraj College for Women, to Historica 2020. I am extremely happy to welcome Dr. R.K. Maya, Controller of Examinations, Ethiraj College for Women, Chennai, to the virtual event Historica 20. I also wish to welcome HODs and faculty members of various departments of our college to this event. It's my duty to welcome my dear colleagues of our Department of History, without whose help it is not possible on this day. I also welcome Mrs. J. Jayashree and Mrs. Sindhuja, Association Staff in Charge, and also welcome our Associate Secretary, Ms. Charulata of 3rd BA History, and Ms. Shruti of 3rd BA TTM, and Cultural Secretary, Ms. Priyadarshini of 3rd BA History. A warm welcome to our senior professors to the virtual event Historica 20. Welcome you all. Historica 2020, the annual association meet, which aimed at bringing out the creative potentials of the students by engaging them in various activities, competitions, and events like quiz, pencil sketching, photography, essay writing, and column, etc. This annual event helps the students to perceive and experience different aspects of their student life and trains them in cultivating good interpersonal relationship. As a part of Historica 20, a virtual meet, we conducted intercollegiate quiz competition on history of Chennai, interdepartmental event, essay writing competition on concepts of New India, and interclass event on Kolam, Color Kolangar. Students from outside college and other students and the students all the competitions. It's my pleasant duty to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Nawab Zada Muhammad Asif Ali, Diwan to Prince of Orchard, founder trustee of Orchard Foundation on this special occasion. I welcome you, sir, to the inaugural session of Historica 2020. Born in the house of Orkad, Nawab Zada Muhammad Asif Ali is the eldest son of His Highness the Prince of Orkad, Nawab Muhammad Abdul Ali, and resides in the historic home of his ancestors, Amir Marg, in the city of Chennai, India. He is the Diwan and heir apparent to the present prince. As the Diwan, he has several responsibilities to his title and everyday duties to perform. He is a socialist, a cultural activist, and a philanthropist. He is also involved in the Prince of Orchard endowments to implement several projects for the upkeep and improvement of the endowments, which maintains several mosques in the state of Tamil Nadu. He is the founder trustee of Orchard Foundation, an organization which assists in supporting with the basic needs to the less privileged people belonging to various faiths. He is a patron member of the Carnatic Family Association. The association mainly works on helping the needy people of the Carnatic, especially in the education sector. He is the founder of Fox Tech India, a software development company. He is a musician himself and plays the piano. He is an avid quiz master and conducts quiz programs for schools, colleges, corporates, and consulates and clubs. He is a patron of art and literature and himself is an artist. The International Global Peace University conferred Nawab Zada Muhammad Asif Ali with a doctorate degree in social work at the Tamil Nadu's Achievers Conference in Chennai. We are extremely privileged and honored to have you as a chief guest amidst us today to deliver inaugural address for Historica 2020. I once again welcome you, sir, and I once again welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful words. The road to success is not an easy path to walk. It is filled with taunts, pitfalls, and even at times it may lead to death. Only those with strong determination in life could go for the fruits of success. We can come across people in the history, all those successful people had a failure in their book. Winners don't do different things, but rather they do things differently. They take extra energy to walk extra miles till they reach their target. Here we have such a determined person, Mr. Nawab Zada Muhammad Asaf Ali Sir, Diwan to Prince of Arcot, founder trustee of Arcot Foundation, India. Now I would like to invite our today's chief guest to give his valuable speech for us.
A very good morning. Namaskaram. My salams to everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Ethiraj College for having me here in front of you to speak with you. I would like to thank Madam for the kind introduction. It's my honor, my privilege to be here with you and to speak with you on our city of Madras to Chennai. Before anything, I would like to say that your institution is a very fine institution, a renowned institution with fine results, dignity, respect. The students, the staff, the management. I have myself been there many times for many events at the college, and I have personally interacted with the management, the students and staff. Very comfortable feel, a very relaxed ambience, but at the same time serious about uh, the mission of education. So I congratulate the entire management of the institution for a very fine ambience there. And it's a great opportunity to speak about old Madras to new Chennai. And myself coming from a very old and historic family of this part of the country, I thought it's a great opportunity to uh, say something in my capacity about the city. Um, so Madras itself is an essence. It's nostalgia. It's an experience. It's not just a city, I would say. Um, it's got its own charm. It's got its own culture. It's got its own identity in the world. So that's what makes our city a great city. So let me go back in time uh, of what this city was and what it is according to uh, my a little bit of study which I've done. Being the quiz master, I at least have to do a little bit of study about various things. So Madras was ruled by many different dynasties, as you all know. This part of the country itself was ruled by many different dynasties. So I'm talking about maybe from about 2000, 2500 BC, when it was ruled by those kings and rajas, and then came the uh, other rulers, then came the Mughals, then came the British, and then got independent. So we always had the potential of the geography itself, which attracted so many dynasties to come and be here in this part of the country. And one of those rulers who ruled this part of uh, the country, being Madras as the capital, where my ancestors, that's why I could connect so well. So I'll just touch a bit of um, the historic rule of my ancestors. You'll know why I'm saying this, because I'm going to touch some very important points on their rule, during their rule. If you permit, I'll just take a sip of my hot tea before it gets cold. Thanks. So, our ancestors ruled for more than 200 years. So, from 1690, um, in fact, a bit before that, uh, about 150, 160 years. So, until 1867. So, they ruled much of South India. The place was known as Karnataka at that time. There was no states of Tamil Nadu or Karnataka or Andhra or Kerala. It was one portion called Carnatic with a C, Carnatic. And we were known as the Nawabs of the Carnatic. And Arcot was the capital, then later shifted to Madras. So that's why the title changed to Prince of Arcot, which is my father today. So during their rule, this is very important, especially for the young minds, the students and the youngsters. The Nawabs were known for their rule, not for battles and wars and fighting for land and fighting for territory. No, we were never into that. So Madras itself had rulers who ruled for the people. Like our dynasty, they were known for giving. So this part of the country, Madras, was known for giving. Um, we, I would say with pride that our family as rulers have donated lands for many Hindu temples and Christian churches, including many mosques. There were more than 350 temples donated by, the land was donated by our family, more than 100 churches, hundreds of mosques. So this was Madras. So the rule with capital as Madras gave to people. So this was the the area itself, this geographical location itself was known for giving. So even today, if you see, the culture is giving. We always welcome our guests. We welcome international guests. I mean, as Tamilians itself, we are very hospitable. So the culture was that. That's why it's in our genes, I would say. Genetically, we are very giving. We are very warm people. Uh, uh, and uh, it's not only about being warm and hospitable. I think also plays a lot with the education. So Madras was and will ever be known for its education, educated people, academically as well as ethically. It's very important. There's two different things. You can't just read books and get a degree and say you're educated. That's a kind of education, but it has to be in you. It has to be embedded in you. The morals and ethics and the respect for human beings, the respect for people, the respect for other faiths, the most important in today's times, at least. That is what Madras was famous for, is known for. So that's a very, very, very important thing that we are proud to be to come from this uh, a culture where there is a lot of respect for women. The most important thing. Many countries, many cities today don't have that. We are proud to come from a city where we have respect for women. You know, my wife was saying this. She was brought up in a country called Oman, and Muscat was her city. And she wears a scarf. So she wears a hijab as a Muslim uh, a woman. And she says, the comfort and the respect I get in Madras, it's extraordinary. Because she came from Muscat and we got married here. And she said that this is very heartwarming, how people react in respect for the scarf, for the hijab, for a Muslim woman. So as a Muslim, it was very emotional moment. So that made her feel home. It's not just being in a house which makes you feel home. The whole city has to be comfortable for any person to stay there and to respect it. So when you get respected, so when you get um, the hospitality of being welcome with what you are, it doesn't matter which faith you come from, whether you are a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian. So, as an example, I'm saying, and this is what in general Madras is. Um, so, yeah, small things like this. Talking about architecture, uh, our place, Amir Mahal, is about 150 years old. I think it's more than that, about 160, 162 to be precise. So the architecture here, we are grown up here. So um, it's like we see it every day. But when people come from outside, they see, oh, this is wow architecture. This is Indo-Saracenic architecture. I said, this is like the whole Madras is this. I mean, there are many, many old buildings. We have the Chepauk Palace. We have the Madras High Court, the railway station, and many buildings which have this architecture of Indo-Saracenic. So for us who are living here, I'm telling you again, for us, we should have more respect for all these things, for our place, for our architecture, for our culture. People who come from outside, they say that, wow, what a place. So this is what makes Madras, right? Small things like this. So too many small things makes it huge. So that's what it is all about. Coming to art. So I'm myself, I'm a musician. So um, I I play the piano, and I mean as a hobby, as a passion. Otherwise, we are in software business, and so as a musician, I can connect with art and artists, and we encourage art and culture at our very place. So Madras was for a long time known for its art and its artists, right? We have many artists who are world renowned, and they had performed in many countries from those times when it was Madras. Even when it's Chennai, we are still performing around the world. So we are respected for the art and the artists, the musicians. Um, the film industry has always been respected from Madras to Chennai, and the potential itself, which Madras carried and made it Chennai, it's awesome. The the potential which the city has, it's untapped. I would say it's still much more to tap. Um, uh, the students who are listening to me, uh, they should know that you guys have a treasure in front of you, right? From when it was Madras to when it is Chennai, the the treasure and the gold has always been shining. I mean, not little gold, but yes, it is much more than gold. So it is your duty to make use of this potential, to make use of this place, to make use of its culture, to do so many things. I mean, you can there are so many fields to think about, um, to offer your services, to make it a better place, to make it an example in the world, to rule the world in terms of business, in terms of talking about business. You know why the British? I mean, before that, as I was saying, there are many, many, many dynasties. The British first set up a fort. The first ever fort was set up in Madras, and that was the Fort St. George. Why did they choose Madras? Because it had that in it. It had the potential in it. They could see what we couldn't see at that time. The foreigners saw it. It is never too late. So why I'm saying this? From the British times, they had come and invested here. They had invested their money, their time, their effort to make Madras their home. Why did they choose Madras first? It's a thing to ponder upon. Many of us are busy in our day-to-day life, but these are the things we should ponder sometimes. Why did they make Madras as their home? The same potential is carried on till date. Even today, we have the same potential. Even today, we have foreign investors coming, dumping money in the state of Tamil Nadu, especially. And I'm a part of the United Economic Forum. It's a forum for connecting businesses around the world. So Tamil Nadu Today, Tamil Nadu is number two in terms of investments, in terms of economic growth in India. It's number two state. So recently we had, because our connect goes to the Middle East also, so we have connections with um, the royal families and the businessmen there. And many of them, we keep inviting them here. So we keep connecting businesses to from Middle East to India. And there is a huge potential. And they come, they just say that today, India is the place to be. And especially Tamil Nadu and especially Madras, Chennai. So very recently, about a month back, we had a company called Belhassa from UAE. And Damak is another number two builders in Dubai. So they had come and they say that yes, this is the place to be. So they're coming with their investments. So right from when the initial investments started till date, people are coming. It's not even close to be saturated. Um, one more thing, what I would say from my point of view is I'm a cricketer. I played for second division for the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, the TNCA. So we have leagues, right? So we have the first division, second division, third, fourth. So as a sportsman, um, I'm very proud to say that we always encourage sports at our place in Mir Mahal. We have a ground where we encourage cricket and other sports. And I would say that talking about sports, again, Madras is the place which gave birth to so many sportsmen, so much of talent, so much of talent. So we have seen sports also grow along with Madras when it grew to become Chennai. So even today, we have sportsmen who are representing our country, our nation, right from the state of Tamil Nadu, right from Chennai. We're talking about cricket, which is the game in India. We have two cricketers in the team in the Indian squad. In fact, three: Ashwin, Washington Sundar, Natarajan. Three I can count. There may be more. So these are the three main players, and one among them, Washington Sundar, who was uh, who played a key role in India winning the Australia Test. Um, he has been playing cricket from when he was very small in at our place, Amir Mahal. So we have seen him grow here as a cricketer, and we saw him grow bigger and play until he played India. So it's a proud moment for Amir Mahal and the entire Arcot family that somebody who was playing cricket in Amir Mahal is now playing for India. So the potential for sports also is huge in this part. So overall, if you see, there are there it is. See, they say India is a subcontinent, but I would say that Chennai is a sub-country itself. So so yeah, and another thing is I've traveled in other cities from Madras, from when it was Madras. Though I'm not that old, uh, even today, other cities of India, all cities are beautiful. But if you travel, you will know that Chennai is one of the cleaner cities. The um, the roads and the streets and the spaces itself. We have a lot of green. We have a lot of clean space. We have a lot of space to breathe, which many cities in India lack. Uh, the pollution is much lesser here compared to the other cities. So all these things have to be respected, have to be improved upon, and have to be carried forward by the students, by the youngsters, because you are the future. So I won't take. I mean, I can just keep on talking lots and lots, but I would like to just give one advice to students that in the world of technology, in the world of artificial intelligence, let us never ever fail to forget humanity. Let us never forget to respect our parents, respect our teachers, respect our elders, and very aptly put that again, I would say that it is still in existence in Chennai. We still see respect, we still see the dignity carried forward uh, by the youth, especially. And I can only say that uh, try to try to preserve it. It's beautiful culture, and it is in the hands of the students to how Madras has evolved to Chennai. Let it evolve beautifully. So I mean, let us all move forward with dignity, with respect, and try to make our city a beautiful city, an example to the world, an example always. So with these words, um, yeah, before I finish, I happen to be a quiz master, so I do inter-school quizzes, inter-college quizzes, corporate quizzes as a passion. But on a serious note, I do online quizzes. So once things get a little more better, I would be privileged to host a quiz at your esteemed college. So that's been in the pipeline, and let's see how things go. So with these words, I would like to thank again and pray always for communal harmony in this part of the country and in our country itself. We have always been an example of Hindu-Muslim unity. Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh, all faiths put together. We live as one human beings, and we pray and we hope that this is maintained always. And yeah, so I'll stop here and wish to thank Ethiraj College, the management, the staff, the students for this wonderful opportunity to be here in front of you on this day, and hope to see you in person, one to one, very soon. So with these words, I thank you again and wish you all the very best. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Have a lovely day.
Thank you, sir. That was indeed motivating and extremely knowledgeable. We are so honored and privileged to have you among us, sir.
My pleasure. It's my privilege. Thank you so much.
Saying big thanks means telling the other you are to us. Thank you is a word that radiates peace, love, hormone all around us. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like a wrapping a present and not giving it. Here comes our ma'am, Mrs. J. Jayashree, Assistant Professor, Department of History, Tourism and Travel Management, to express her words of gratitude.
A warm and a graceful afternoon to one and all present here. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the oath of thanks on this memorable occasion. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God by making today's session a resounding success. I extend my sincere thanks to our management and chairperson for making this event possible. A special thanks to our principal, Dr. S. Kodai, and vice principal, Dr. D.B. Usharani, for their continuous support and cooperation in all our endeavors. I also thank the HODs and staff of other departments. I express my gratitude to our honorable chief guest, Mr. Nawabzad Mohammad Asif Ali, Diwan to Prince of Arcot, for sparing his precious time and gracing this occasion with his presence. Thank you, sir. My heartfelt thanks to our head Department of History, Tourism and Travel Management, Dr. T. Kausalya, for a vision and commitment to work and its execution. I would like to thank all the participants of interdepartment, interclass, and intercollegiate events. We have, we have been fortunate to be backed up by a team of dedicated faculties of the Department of History, Tourism, and Travel Management. I would like to extend my thanks to all our faculties. I would like to thank Mrs. Kavita, the system admin, for her support in this session. Lastly, quoted but remembered forever, students, your presence means a lot. You have been a amiable audience for this session. I would also like to thank